Hello, Entertainment Daily lovers. Welcome back. It's been a minute since we dropped a video. Let's get right into this video. Okay, so we're going to be addressing a filmmaker, a writer, according to what his Instagram says. I'm going to include his photograph here. His name is Onyeka. Nwelue. I hope I'm not murdering the name, but not the reasonable Onyeka that you people know. This is the unreasonable Onyeka. And you will get to know why I said that. So let's talk. One thing I don't like is when people just say things and, okay, maybe people said something that you feel like, okay, it's wrong and you want to correct them and you jump into insults. That's exactly what this Onyeka just did. Now, we know that Hilda Baci just broke the Guinness World Record. Okay, congratulations to Hilda Baci. Hilda Baci just broke the Guinness World Record for making the largest serving pot of jollof rice in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, and people have been congratulating Hilda Baci. People have been talking about it and all of that. It's jollof rice, Nigerian version of jollof rice. Now, Onyeka took to his social media and posted this. Onyeka Nwelue said, no such thing as Nigerian jollof rice. Jollof rice, he said, jollof is a Wolof word. Wolof is spoken by the Senegalese people. Jollof is a Senegalese cuisine. Nigerian only cook rice with tomato and call it jollof rice. Stupid people. Now, this is where I have issues with. Everybody knows that the food, jollof rice, that Ghana and Nigeria is always battling with, did not originate from Nigeria, okay? Neither did it originate from Ghana. But can they have their own version of the Senegalese food? Yes. Can they make it exactly the way the Senegalese will make it? No. Now, the Ghana jollof and the Nigerian jollof is not even the same. The word jollof alone, you know that it's not a Ghana word, neither is it a Nigerian word. So it's not Igbo, it's not Hausa, it's not Yoruba, it's not Edo, it's not Ijo, it's not, none of that. None of that. Okay, so I expect somebody like this that calls himself a filmmaker, he calls himself a writer. I'm not many to this one don't write, but we understand. People, if you sound like this, I'm not just saying if you write any reasonable book, well, lie. I'm not sure say get any reasonable book where this one here can don't write. Because the writers, we know our writers. This one I never hear a name before. But anyway, now waiting the same B. You check his Instagram, that's what he says. Now, moving on, he said what they cook is tomato. Now, when somebody sees something or you travel, you go to a place, you see something you like, could be food, it could be dressing, it could be anything. You're allowed to copy and because you appreciate what you see, you like it, you love it, you really want to try it. It is okay. Don't come and try to play down and say, they cook tomato and rice. Because at the end of the day, if you tell a Senegalese to make their jollof rice, it will not be exactly the way Ghana and because it's not the same. So the Senegalese jollof is the Senegalese jollof. The Ghana jollof is the Ghana version of the food they saw in Senegal that they loved. They want to, recreate it, but they just add a twist to make it their own. So there is something as Nigerian jollof. One can make it, and in the process, I would, if they had interviewed Hilda and Hilda just spoke about this whole thing and did not acknowledge the Senegalese, then we will understand. So don't come out and say, you understand, because I would believe that if she's been interviewed why she chose the jollof rice instead of any other food that she could make and things like that, then she can go into talking about jollof rice, talking about the history of jollof. When you get into the history of jollof rice, you are not going to skip talking about the Senegalese. You're not going to skip talking about that it's a Senegalese cuisine. But looking at the whole 220 million and referring to them as stupid, because when you say Nigerians only cook rice with tomato, and call it jollof rice, stupid people. How are they stupid if they decide they want to cook a food that is from Senegal? We are all Africans. We're allowed to cook any food. If we said we want to cook the food from Mozambique, we're allowed to make it. If you want to cook the food from Tunisia, Morocco, Madagascar, you are allowed to make it. But don't come out and start insulting people. And when you're supposed to be somebody, it's just weird. It is weird. And you see how some people that you expect that with their exposure, traveling, meeting people, mingling and things like that, they open their mouth and all you hear is nonsense. And you just wonder what is going on. That's exactly what somebody like this, you carry dread for head, carry bia like Tiffman flashlight, but you don't know how to talk. If you talk like this, how your children go to talk? If you have kids, what are you teaching your children? If you look at the whole nation and you call everybody stupid, that what? That for what reason? That they make jollof rice and they decide to call it jollof rice. Where did the inspiration come from? The Senegalese version of jollof rice. That's where the inspiration came from for Ghana and Nigeria to start making jollof. So why are you insulting people? Actually, in this case, the stupid person is actually you, because if you had any form of sense in your brain, you would not look at the whole nation and call everybody stupid because they made a rice that is from a different place and they did not say, oh, it's from there. I won't even say they did not say, because you didn't even ask. Did you ask anybody? Did you even ask the Hilda? Because I believe the reason why you're talking about this, the one person trending with jollof rice right now is what? Hilda Baci. So for you to call them stupid and say it's tomato and rice, you don't make sense. You're not making any form of sense. Let's go into the comment section. Next time you should have sense. Really, you should. You know, go call yourself best way to expose. You did make movie, you did make this, yeah, ex Oxford, this, Oxford, other rubbish. The school where you go now for nonsense. Your parents or whoever train you for, they just waste money for nothing because you did talk like cow. The comment, we'll just take few comments as posted by Instablog. So it says, this onion cannot get a happy home, and the person is laughing. Another comment say, this one said, is everything with this man? He's been cranky lately, pregnancy hormone. This is not even pregnancy hormone. I beg, pregnant women don't behave like this. I beg, and he's a man. He cannot be a pregnant man. So I beg, I don't understand you. He's just a clown, okay? Don't even try to associate him with women, because there's no woman out there that is clowning the way this Onyeka Unwelue is clowning. And why does he sound broken? That's the next commenter said. He's really sounding like a broken record, because there was no reason for you to insult the whole nation because of nothing, actually, nothing. Because the rice that Hilda made, if you put the plate of Senegalese jollof, and you would not say it's the same. So the one she made is a Nigerian jollof inspired by Senegalese jollof rice that everybody knows that. And then get jollof rice. Nobody they even drag that one with them. The only two people that are dragging jollof rice, who makes the best jollof. Have you seen Nigeria and Ghana dragging with Senegal about jollof rice? Nigeria and Ghana is always fighting between themselves who makes the best jollof, because they know that's where it's coming from. So they will not go and start fighting them over their own cuisine. So you coming to sound like a broken record. Mafo here. Moving on to the next. This one's oh God, the worm. I like all the comments. So Onyeka is not loved at home and outside. The commenter said. The next one said, depression is real. My prayer is with you, Chief. In be Chief. Who basham? This other one said, as legendary Onyeka, okay, when why the remaining Onyeka no come get sense. Please don't say that. There are lots of Onyekas that have sense, but just that this particular one, okay. This person was saying that the Onyeka Onwenu is the famous singer passed on, that it seemed like the rest Onyekas are not making sense. There are a lot of Onyekas that are making sense. It's just this Unwelue Onyeka that does not make sense. You know, the one that said he's a writer, he's a movie, whatever, that does not make sense. Another person said, you go cry tire. So I just wanted to read few comments for us to just, sound this in. So you will notice that even from the comment section, nobody is on this man's side. Everybody clearly sees that there is no reason for you to come out and just insult everybody because of nothing. Okay? There is nowhere anybody said they were claiming jollof rice to be a cuisine that was originated from the nation, Nigeria, or from Ghana, or from any other African country other than Senegal. So there's no reason. Even people from, do you see anybody from Senegal fighting in the comment section? Nobody is fighting, because they know that if the time comes to talk about the history, the origin of jollof rice, you will not skip mentioning Senegal. So go rest. Mr. Wolof, rest. Even the Wolof people, not even they follow you, they talk. Not only you, they carry Wolof matter for your head. Relax, Onyeka. Drink water and mind your business. That's all I have to say. But you are really an embarrassment. And this is stupidity to the highest level. Absolutely.